I feel like a holiday, do you? Let's pack our bags and travel around Asia Pacific. Today I'm with Noor Ahmad Hamid, CEO of PATA, the Pacific Asia Travel Association. We're at the wonderful Ritz-Carlton Residences Bangkok at Mahanakorn Tower, and you are watching Trends. Noor, thanks for coming in today. Can you share with us the role of PATA, Pacific Asia Travel Association?
Thank you, David, for having me. One of the most important roles for PATA is to be the catalyst for responsible tourism in the Asia-Pacific region, to and from and within. PATA has a very unique position in the sense that we have members coming from the private sectors, which is the industry, aviation, hotel, hospitality, and so forth, as well as the public sector, which is the NTOs, not only the national tourism officers, but also the city, state, provinces, and so forth. And we also have other parts of the industry, which is our members, largely from the educational institution, universities, and also the youth. So having that, the full ecosystem of tourism, the role of PATA is immense in terms of creating a legacy for our future tourism industry.
Where are you headquartered?
Well, the PATA was first established in 1951 in the US, in San Francisco. And then in 1998, we moved, a big step for PATA to move to Bangkok. And we've been here now for 25 years. We just celebrated our 25th anniversary in the Kingdom of Thailand.
And is your membership purely Asia-Pacific based?
Obviously, the membership base is very much in the Asia-Pacific region, and the focus will always be there. But however, as a global association, we have also members from other parts of the world, from the Americas, as well as Europe, Middle East, and also Africa.
Now, when we met a couple of days ago, you had this incredible kick-off networking event for PATA. Congratulations on that, it was brilliant. And you had the who's who of the tourism industry and a few gatecrashers, such as me. You also celebrated 100 days in your post as CEO and taking this leadership role for the association. What goals do you have for PATA over the next 5 years?
Firstly, thank you for joining our networking event. The event in itself is super important because to me it reflects the role of what PATA need to do. So we had that event not just to have the commemoration of moving into new office, which the Tourism Authority of Thailand and also the Thailand Information Bureau as two public organizations that support us very much since our 25th year in Bangkok or in Thailand. But more importantly, we saw that the power of networking within the members and also the non-members and the community at large. So I've celebrated my 100 days at PATA as a CEO. I'm only humble, and my vision is about how do we bring all this strength together and make PATA relevant again, especially in this digital age that we're going through.
No, you've got a rich history in the region's tourism industry, from Tourism Malaysia to ICA at a regional role, and now you're heading up PATA. And I've forgotten what that question is. Yeah, here we go, pick it up. Okay, and heading up PATA. You're based in Bangkok now. How's life in Bangkok?
Well, Bangkok is an exciting place to live, a city of angels. So it's to me, it's like this is all coming together in a sense that I studied tourism. So tourism is part of my DNA. And my first job is in the tourism industry. I work for the Tourism Malaysia. Back then was the Malaysian Tourism Promotion Board. And I was posted, my first overseas posting or assignment was to Los Angeles, which is also what we call the City of Angels. And then of course throughout the years I had worked in various space, from corporate sector to public sector and private sector. And the last decade I've spent a lot of time in association management with the International Congress and Convention Association. The head office is based in Amsterdam, but I'm based in Kuala Lumpur. But having worked with Tourism Malaysia and been based in the US, now sort of like I'm towards the end of my career, if I may. I'm back to the City of Angels, but the Asian City of Angels. So I'm very excited because what really hits me a lot is that tourism is all about the interaction of humanity. And I see that working and living in Thailand, to your question, that really provides me the opportunity to learn more about the Thai culture. And in fact, that's what tourism is all about. It's about the cultural values, the heritage, the history. Thailand, the Kingdom of Thailand, is one of my favorite destinations. And I revered the most, the former king of Thailand. He's like my idol. And to me, being able to work and live and have friends in Thailand, this is just amazing for me.
Now, last week I was looking for some statistics and I thought, who do you call? And there's a host of associations, but I called PARTA because I felt that you embody a sense of research and also a resource of industry information. Am I right? Is this one of the main roles of PARTA, to research and provide information and statistics?
Yes, certainly. One of the PARTA's biggest strengths since 72 years ago is that we collect and curate and analyze data of tourism arrivals from all the Asia Pacific countries, our PARTA region, so to speak. And by doing that, destinations, industry members, practitioners, businessmen are able to use this data to their advantage, either to look at comparison or to look at the future trends. And we do huge work in terms of forecasting. Because when you talk about data, not all the data comes in real time. Some destinations would report the data that as good as December 2023. Some are not so forthcoming because they have their own approval processes in their respective destination. So the data might be only as good as June last year. So we curate all this data, and it becomes very important for the stakeholders of the tourism industry to look at how they would strategize moving forward.
Now, this series is called Trends, and I'm going to put you on the spot now. Can you share with us 3 trend statistics within Asia Pacific's tourism industry?
Wow, you really put me on the spot. let me check. Let me check what I have here. You know what? We are going to launch our forecast figure just next month. So this is just an interesting snippet for you because it's not being released yet. Okay, so what we have here in terms of some numbers, the international visitors arrival to the Asia Pacific, this is what matters the most.
Yes.
Because the destinations are looking at tourism as a very source important revenue, the visitors' economy, the economic benefit to the stakeholders. For 2023, the estimation for the international visitors' arrival to Asia Pacific region is 495 million.
Oh,
that is it's a big number, but it's just about 73% to the 2019 figure. So yes. What that means is that we are not fully recovered, but we are getting there. So I think Asia Pacific still need a lot of things to do.
But a good indicator that we're on the rebound, as you say, and business is coming back.
Yeah. And for 2024, I would say that expectation would be to stabilize, and hopefully at the best scenario, we will have about 620 million international visitors arrival into the region, and that will come up about almost 90+% in terms of comparison to 2019. So that is what I'm going to give you, these exclusive figures, and in short, it means that 2024, what's happening to the region is that we are stabilizing, and 2025 will be the actual exponential growth.
Now, what inspired you to get into the travel industry?
Well, as I said earlier on, the tourism is just part of my DNA, and my philosophy and mantra is always about be kind. And I think especially when I join PARTA now, and especially at this given time, I think it is far more important than ever, because we're talking about sustainability, we talk about over-tourism, we're talking about caring society. You travel to a place, you don't take anything back, but you take a photograph. All those little things that really matters before, but now is even more. So I think what really inspires me that I think through tourism, we can do a lot more to our environment, to our community and culture. I think tourism bridge different communities, different cultures from around the world. And I think also that tourism should be a platform for us, especially in the association world for PATA, for our members to have voice, for them to speak to the global community, what we can offer, how we want to interact with the world to make the world a better place.
Now, the future is today with artificial intelligence and cloud technology. That's disrupting our industry. Should we fear it or should we embrace artificial intelligence?
Obviously, the answer would be we need to embrace the future of technology. In fact, I think in the tourism industry, we are not that late in terms of going into technology. You know, we all know that in the early 70s, 80s, there was already airlines using the GDS, and then by the 1990s, OTAs come online. You know, with some of the top companies providing solutions for instant reservation. You know, remember those days you have to call a travel agent to make a booking or to buy tickets, but now all is at the tip of your finger. I think there's not all the segment, but I think most of the segment of the tourism industry has gone and using AI to improve the services, to improve the customer's experience. And this is important because the journey of a traveler starts from the planning, making the booking. Then throughout the travel experience, they will need to make more purchases, going to restaurants, going to resorts, going to attractions, and all this can be integrated with the usage of good technology for them to enhance their travel experience. So I think it is very important, and I think the industry has been doing a lot in investing. And from the marketing point of view, we also saw that a lot more companies, in particular PATA members, who are embracing the technology in terms of very data-driven, so that we're able to get the right information for us to plan the strategy forward.
Could AI replace a lot of jobs in the industry, though? Some people are fearful that they might lose their jobs because of AI.
Definitely, there are certain spaces that we need to use AI. To what extent that we are replacing the human touch is another question altogether. But you know, if you imagine about controlling the airfares for airline, and this is just at the top of my head, you know, those are the days you can have somebody there with a big Excel chart. But now we need AI because you need to get all the views integrated before you can plan for the next airfare rates, for example. You know, so AI is definitely important, and we need to not just embrace but use them to our advantage.
For 2024, what are your wishes for the Pacific Asia travel industry?
Number one is business. We need more business to sustain. I think most of the destination in the region have been hit hard by the pandemic.
But how do we balance that? Because pre-COVID, the industry was talking about over-tourism, and that wasn't really over-tourism, it was bad tourism, too much tourism going into certain destinations and other destinations being neglected. How can we make sure that we don't repeat the errors of our ways previously?
I think you put a fantastic point there. You know, I think we should learn from the pandemic. You know, over-tourism should be the thing of the past. I think, and also a lot more destinations now, they are looking at not just marketing destination, but also looking at managing the destination, which is very crucial. How do we disperse and diverse the tourists to different parts of the attraction that we have in any particular destination? And I think this is just what PATA is doing best, that advocating and being the catalyst of responsible tourism. So you know, we want more business, but at the same time we want to ensure that we care for our environment and also for our society.
So we're going to pack our bags and go somewhere on holiday. Where are we going? Where's Noor's recommended hotspot for 2024?
Wow. there's a lot of interesting places I want to go. And
I'm sure you're going to sell me Malaysia.
Of course, yeah. That's something that I will do without question. I have to go back to the hometown and meet families. But I think there are so many exciting destinations.
What's the hot destination that's popping up on the radar that may not have been there 5 years ago?
For me, personally, I would like to spend 2034 more in the office because we need to rebuild Pata. It's boring work, right? But I think I hope that audience and members of Pata would join me in some of the travel that we already planned. In March, we're going to have an event in Bohol in Philippines to talk about the International Women Conference, empowerment. We're going to have our Pata Annual Summit, going to be very exciting with some great speakers coming. That will be in Macau in May. And of course, we will have our Pata Destination Marketing Forum. That will be held in Chaam, Phetchaburi in Thailand this November. So these 3 destinations, I hope that you can join us.
You've got an active calendar of events there. So if we want to find out more, what is Pata's website?
www.pata.org. As simple as that.
So I'm travelling this year. I'm going to take your recommendations and I hope to attend many of the Pata events. If they were as good as the kick-off event a few days ago, then you're on the road to success. It's great that you're heading up Pata and leading Pata to this new era. And thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, David. And definitely our event will be even more colorful with you around.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this latest episode of Trends. If you liked the conversation, please like and subscribe and see you next Friday.